And there we are. Sound good, connection stable. That's what we want. Let's greet the chat, because it's a little bit unusual that I have a lot of people already way at the beginning. Ahoy, Ouch, my junk. Ahoy, Bimo. Ahoy, Software Cook. Ahoy, Haste. Ahoy, Supersonic Cast. Sonic Jiku. How do I pronounce it? The name actually. Hoi Cerberomethos. Long time no see there. Anybody else I missed right now? I think we are good for now. Good to see you guys. We are here, and here is TAGN, the Angry Game News. My name is Ike, and every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 2 p.m., I talk about video games mainly. But as usual, entertainment business means also collecting stuff about movies and TV shows. And we have an article today about the Europol, which is it's not really police, official police. It's more like actually kind of a club that is now integrated in the EU, though. It's more like a connection of all the police forces in each country, and they are blaming now video games for violence, like organized criminal violence in video games committed by children, because they are being kind of baited, kind of like blackmailed to do like literally murder them. Otherwise, the bad people in the interwebs are gonna murder their parents or their pets. It's a wild kind of article, and I think it's a lot of BS in it. And that's the director. I forgot her name, Boyle or some silly sounding thing. We're gonna talk about her in about maybe an hour. Depends on how lively the chat is. Lots of Bob emotes. Oh, I have probably the most amount of Bob's emotes, so just use them. And I have even God. Yes, BMO. I have even God as an emote there. God himself. This has been debunked multiple times. It's a little bit different than what you think, Haste. It's a very interesting article, and I have my theories about it. Why they bring that up now, especially now. It is all connected in my head, at least. I'm gonna tell you. Oi, mighty. What the fuck? What do you mean, what the fuck? And of course, the bitch looks like the lefty dog-faced piss goblin we suspected. I don't know. I don't like to talk much about the looks of people, because I also don't look like a supermodel that can get any woman. Just half of the women. But the smile is like telling to me, like something is in your face that is not honest. Anyhow, before you come to that, we have different news. And over the weekend, the news were filled with fucking Black Friday sales. I fucking hate that, because that's not news to me. It's not actually like content. It's not like a story behind it. When like half of those magazines tell me in the news, oh yeah, this monitor, this display got of half the price in Black Friday sale, blah, blah, blah. And it is filled, man. I had to scroll and scroll just to find stuff. Crazy. It's always an ugly lip-dart feminist that try to yell shit like this. I don't know about her political stance. It's gonna be wild what she's claiming. It's pretty wild. Like, actually wild. The word wild is kind of overused in many regards. Murder! This has been the murder. Yeah, we are in a good state now. Before we come to her, though, just regular news. How about that? Battlefield 6 may have actually done it, beaten Call of Duty. Sheriff said. Since I'm doing the news now almost half a year, something like that, I've learned some characters, some writers, some journalists, gaming journalists, and like three-quarters of them are gay. And Sheriff Zayed is very gay. Just as a side note there. The game managed to sell over 7 million units at launch, climbing to the top of the charts anywhere you look. Including settings, new series concurrent players records on Steam. Thanks to new data, we now better understand the true scale of this launch. In October alone, the game sold more than the lifetime sales of Battlefield 1, previously the best-selling entry in the franchise. which is crazy. I think the last Battlefield I played was 3 and was not impressed. Didn't even play like the campaign stuff. It was very lame. Best Battlefield, the last best Battlefield, in my humble retard opinion, is still Battlefield Vietnam. Still have the CDs, but they unfortunately don't like to work on anything above Windows XP, really. You can get it to run in Vista, but yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Battlefield 6 even set records beyond just its own series, having now produced the highest selling month dollar sales, physical and digital. Total for any full game release in the last 3 years. The previous record holder was 2022's Modern Warfare 2. Given all this momentum, Battlefield 6 has a shot at dethroning Call of Duty this year, beating Black Ops 7 to become the year's bestseller. You never want to count out the sheer popularity of Call of Duty among casual players. However, which is what's going to make December's report all the more interesting. I don't think it's Call of Duty is gonna be on the throne anymore. I think it already got dethroned. Because like I mentioned last time, no fucking stats, nothing by Activision Blizzard, by Microsoft pretty much, right? No stats at all after their launch, which is not a good sign, not a good sign at all. You know she is a lefty commie. What a surprise. Gay, you say? Vietnam was good. It is still good, if you can get it to run, that is. Now, are you like a extraction gamer, like those extraction games like Ark Raiders and Escape from Tarkov? If you are, and you are also like a Battle Royale fag, sorry if you like those games, but I consider you kind of very gay. But if you're a fan of that, now PUBG has you covered in the future. PUBG's extraction shooter spin-off, Black Budget, is finally going to be playable next month. You'd be forgiven for not remembering PUBG Black Budget, the extraction offshoot of the original Battle Royale shooter PUBG. Black Budget has been sort of floating around the internet for months, but Krafton never really committed to revealing core details about the game, or when players will actually get to play it. This changes today, as the publisher, along with the game developers PUBG Studios, have finally lifted the lid off the upcoming shooter. The game's first set of closed alpha, how many other pronounce it, test is set for December. The first takes place December 12 to 14, and another is scheduled for December 19 to 21. That's 6 days across 2 weeks, with the test only being available on PC. Both sessions will be open to players in North America, Europe, and Asia. As it usually works with these sort of tests on TETs. Sorry, I read it wrong the first time. TETs on Steam. The game's Steam page has a link where you can request access. If granted, you'll be able to find the closed alpha in your library and download it when the time comes. So yeah, if you're a big PUBG fan and you like extraction shooter, I think you're going to be super happy with that, and go sign off to the alpha test. As usual, all the links to the article down below, by the way. If you're new to my great news show. I like the Battlefield 2142 and its Titan mode. I still have my 64 MB pre-order USB dog tag. 64 MB. Dude, you can't even load like one high-resolution picture on it. Kind of. Nope, not a big fan. Tits on Steam. Not tits, tats. Tats. Not tits, tats. Yeah, it checks out. But yes, I mean, if you're a fan and you wanted to try out PUBG's new extraction shooter, go sign on that alpha test for December. That's crazy. That's crazy. One of the rarest Superman comics in existence just sold for over $9 million at auction, making it the most valuable comic of all time. A nearly pristine copy of the original 1939 Superman issue number 1 has sold through heritage auctions for $9.12 million. Do you always use the symbol here when you all also have US dollars? Isn't that like redundant? Maybe I'm thinking too much. Officially making it the most valuable and expensive comic of all time. Along with the extreme rarity of any comics from 1939, the copy of Superman issue number 1, almost impossible perfect condition, rated at 9.0 out of 10 by Comic Grading Authority, the CGC, authorities, oh, okay, certified guarantee company, drove its price to record levels. I mean, I'm betting with you. I'm just going on a tangent here. I'm betting with you that if you pay those CGC guys, I don't know, like $50,000, grade my issue here with the highest rating you can give me without being a little bit suspicious, I think those guys will do it. And I'm just thinking here loud. Kind of similar to the Moody's and those ratings agencies, right? If you give them money, they're gonna rate you probably a little bit higher than you're actually worth. But that's just my mind going off rails. The issue itself was found in a box of newspaper while cleaning out an attic in Northern California, with its essentially miraculous condition preserved by its placement among other papers and perfect set of environmental circumstances. Yeah, that sounds like a made-up story. Just saying. There's little denying that Superman is the most famous and influential characters of all time, kicking off the American superhero genre all the way back to 1938's landmark Action Comics issue number 1. Just a little while later, the Man of Steel's adventures expanded beyond the pages of Action Comics with Superman issue number 1. I don't know if it's the most influential and famous character, because I'm not a religious guy, as many people know. But even I, as a super retard, as the leader of retards, of the Fellowship of Retards, know that Jesus is a way more influential character in history, ever. So, go suck it. But yeah, it's a crazy price. $9.12 million. Crazy. Lots of money grading. Mine are just stored in a tub, maybe in a plastic sleeve. I mean, if it's like sealed enough, if the humidity in the air is like fine, not too high, not too low, it's gonna stay good. Don't worry. You just need to check out for, I guess, for sunlight, not being in direct sunlight. US dollar means a sign, yeah. I don't know. I mean, those are like journalists, right? Today's journalist. But yes, I just found like interesting to mention that, because if anybody tells you like stuff can't be worth after a while, and yeah, you have here a very good example. Even a regular comic back then can be now worth $9 million, which is crazy, which is fucking crazy. None of my crap gonna be worth money until I die. You never know. You never know. You really never know. Because that guy who stored that supposedly in his attic between other newspaper also didn't thought about it's gonna get any worse, you know? And now somebody got fucking rich. Can pay off his house, can pay another house and then a third house. And maybe buy like Obama's house at the beach. Drowning some chefs there. Dollar could be another currency beside US. I don't think that particular dollar sign, that particular sign is actually another currency. Because others have like 2 lines or line horizontal and all that. Different versions. Different versions. Did you know that? I didn't know. Now I know. Before Banjo-Kazooie's mascot was a bear, and after he was a human, the N64 icon was actually a rabbit, according to a former Rare developer. Banjo-Kazooie, the iconic bird and bear duo who first stomped onto the scene in the 2 excellent N64 platformers, almost looked very different. The story of how Banjo-Kazooie actually began development as Project Dream has been well documented up to now. Before Banjo-Kazooie was a platformer about collecting jiggies. I never played the game, so that's not wasn't new for me calling that jiggies. Sounds dirty. It just sounds dirty to my ear. And defeating a green witch, it was a pirate adventure where Banjo was actually a human. But in the latest issue of Retro Gamer, former Rare artist and character designer Ed Bryan revealed that for a week or so, Banjo was a rabbit, of all things. We went from a boy to a rabbit for about a week before a bear, he said. The story is that I'm pissed off because Banjo should have been a rabbit, but he clearly should never have been. Yeah, I don't know if that would have worked. I think like the dynamic of a bear having a bird in his little backpack works pretty well overall. So you can be angry, you as the character designer actually, but otherwise you probably would not have had this success. I mean, gameplay-wise, it would probably not change a thing, but whatever. Rumble is rumbling for me. We down? We shouldn't be down. Are we down? No. I have no issues either in OBS or Rumble Studio. Maybe you need to pay me in crypto because the tip link is now enabled here on Rumble, on my end. I just figured it out how to make it work on my phone, which I don't like, just to be honest here. I really don't like that aspect. So if you want to help me out, follow the channel. That's the best help, I would say. And watch the show. But I don't like that Rumble forces you in some sense to use the app on the phone. So the ties here are a little bit too close in the system. And crypto is made to get out of any systems. Just saying. That for me froze. Refreshing isn't helping me. Oh, nobody's hearing me? Is anybody still seeing me? I don't know. Must be something on Rumble's side because Studio doesn't tell anything. Oh, who is still hearing me? I have no issues in OBS or from Studio to Rumble. So yeah, I don't fucking know right now. Frozen at 14:17. Like 3 minutes ago. Let me check on my end. Oh yeah, I see viewers awaiting. What the fuck, Rumble? For fucking real. I don't know. Can't do shit right now. I can't tell you what to say. And yes, I see it myself. Nobody's seeing me because it's telling us waiting. The only thing I could do is create another stream, which I really don't want to do. Because that is really stupid. Really, really stupid. Next level stupidity, Rumble. And angry. Oh, it's not that difficult, Rumble. Really not. You managed to feature cocksucker viewer botters, but not to stream from Rumble Studio to Rumble. All of a sudden. All of a fucking sudden. All of a fucking sudden. Okay, let's try. We have to copy some text though, because Rumble is gay as fuck. Stupid and gay.